Welcome to Technically You, the podcast that takes the mystery out of your tech.
Today, we're getting into a network-level showdown that's reshaping how businesses manage their connectivity. Universal CPE versus virtual CPE, or uCPE and vCPE for short.
These terms get tossed around a lot in enterprise IT and telecom spaces, but not everyone understands the differences, or why they matter so much as we move deeper into software-defined networking and edge computing.
Let's start from the beginning. CPE stands for Customer Premises Equipment. Traditionally, that means physical devices like routers, firewalls, and modems installed at a customer's location, your office or data center.
Right. And these were mostly hardware-based with specific locked-in functions. But as virtualization has taken hold, we now have vCPE and uCPE, two very different ways to modernize how network services are delivered.
Let's break down vCPE first. Virtual CPE is a service model where network functions, like routing, firewall, NAT, SD-WAN, are abstracted from physical devices and run on virtual machines or containers. The key thing? These functions can be hosted remotely in the provider's data center, not necessarily at the customer site.
So instead of having a dedicated appliance doing just one thing, you're getting network functions delivered as software, possibly even over the cloud. That makes updates and scalability way easier.
Exactly. Think Network Functions Virtualization, or NFV, as the backbone concept behind vCPE. Listeners, if you want to learn more about NFV, search our channel for that podcast.
Okay, now let's talk uCPE. Unlike vCPE, which is a service model, uCPE refers to a physical device, but one that's flexible. It's a generic white box hardware platform that can run multiple virtualized network functions, VNFs, locally on-site.
Imagine a single box installed at your location that could run a firewall in the morning, an SD-WAN controller in the afternoon, and maybe a new VPN instance overnight, just by spinning up or updating virtual functions on that hardware.
uCPE gives you the power of virtualization, but with on-premise performance and control. It's often based on x86 architecture, runs a hypervisor like KVM, and supports NFV orchestration.
All right, so let's stack them side by side. Location, vCPE, hosted remotely, cloud or data center. uCPE, on-premises at customer site.
Hardware dependency. vCPE, no need for local hardware. uCPE, requires physical white box hardware.
Flexibility, vCPE, high but remote. uCPE, high with on-site agility.
Latency sensitivity. vCPE may introduce latency. uCPE, low latency due to local processing.
Control and visibility, vCPE, provider controlled. uCPE, customer has more direct control. Cost structure, vCPE, subscription overhead model. uCPE, hybrid, capital expenditure for device, operating expenditure for VNFs.
Both are great, but they serve different needs. vCPE is ideal when you want centralized control, minimal hardware, and lower upfront costs. uCPE is better for businesses needing local processing, custom VNFs, or tighter security policies.
Let's talk benefits. Starting with vCPE, reduced hardware footprint, centralized management, quick provisioning and upgrades, scalable as a service.
And for uCPE, flexibility to run multiple VNFs on one device. Improved performance for latency-sensitive apps. Vendor-agnostic platform. On-prem control with remote management capability.
Here's what businesses considering either option should ask themselves. Do we need on-site performance or is remote enough? How much control do we want over network functions? What's our long-term scalability plan? Do we have IT resources to manage on-prem infrastructure? Are we comfortable with a CapEx investment, uCPE, or prefer OpEx, vCPE?
Also, check with your provider about interoperability and orchestration tools. You'll want support for multiple VNFs, ease of integration, and good lifecycle management tools.
Of course, there are a few concerns with each. vCPE, reliant on stable WAN or internet connection. Less control over service behavior, latency or jitter for real-time apps. uCPE, hardware failure risk on site, higher initial cost, needs some on-site IT expertise.
Security is another hot topic. With uCPE, you're responsible for securing the physical hardware. With vCPE, you're relying on the provider's security posture, which can be good or bad depending on their capabilities.
Let's say you're a multi-branch retail business. vCPE might let you centrally roll out firewalls or VPNs to 500 locations with minimal hardware. Super cost-effective and easy to manage.
Imagine you're a hospital with strict data compliance and real-time monitoring needs. You might go with uCPE to ensure low latency performance and full local control of encrypted traffic and monitoring systems.
So to wrap up, vCPE is your go-to if you want agility, centralized control, and minimal on-prem gear. Think cloud-first environments.
uCPE is ideal if you need edge performance, flexibility to swap out vendors, or tighter on-site control.
Either way, both are helping transform networking into a more agile, scalable, and software-driven world.
That's all for today's episode of Technically You. Be sure to subscribe and follow us for more technical dives just like this one.
And as always, stay connected and stay curious.